cast Terminus or no?
I don't think so.
No, you cannot? Okay.
I don't think so.
Alright.
But I mean, it's going to be interesting. This is like pretty close to my list.
Yeah, this is pretty close to your list that you made top 8?
Almost, very close. There's Gaia's Cradle. It's an interesting card. He's got Scrub Ranger.
You played Martel in top 4?
I did, yeah.
Okay, and was it close or?
It was pretty close. I mean, it can get like if he resolves a Sylvan Library, this matchup's very tough.
Okay, so you're expecting like some slow, grindy games or what?
I am. He's got like the Enlightened Tier package for choke and stuff, so like this game could be good too. But everything else is pretty standard, you know.
Sure. And now, who do you think's favored in this matchup?
After looking at this list, but honestly, this matchup's gonna come down to whoever plays better.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a good match, that's for sure.
All right, that's definitely good.
Yeah.
But you're not familiar with any of these guys?
The Robert Lopuski guy looks familiar, but I mean, as far as I know, I don't really know these guys personally.
Yeah, he kind of looks like one of like the characters from like one of those movies.
One of those movies?
Yeah.
One of those movies that just let your minds wander.
Yeah. I can't put my finger on it, but this should be a good match.
It's vague enough.
And pretty much this is winning in for these guys.
Yeah, they're both 6-1.
Yeah, 6-1.
6-1. Yeah, it's definitely winning in. I think we were like pretty close over to be 9 rounds, so could even 7-2, but definitely winning in for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my one friend, he's 5-2, so I told him, stick it out. Maybe crazier things have happened.
I mean, what's the worst case scenario? You make $100.
Yeah, top 32 and top 64. It's. Are you excited for the Invitational now that we're giving like 75,000?
Okay, so the Invitational is insane as it was, and then they added on 50% more prizes. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah. So it should be good, and these guys are about to get underway. Once again, I'm Gerard Fabiano here with Dan Jordan, special guest Dan Jordan. So this is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. It's gonna be a good match.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what happens. I don't know who won the die roll, but all right, boom. All right, so Robert leaves off with a Dryad Arbiter, and Blake cracks the Flooded Strands, and probably fetched up a Tundra or Underground Sea. All right, so it's Underground Sea. So there's a chance that Blake has the turn 1 Thoughtseize or Inquisition.
Almost always has a Thoughtseize here.
Sure. All right. So let's see what happens. And all right, there's a Thoughtseize. All right, so what do you take here, Dan?
I'd take Sylvan Library here without even thinking twice.
Yeah.
He's got a plane, so he can cast the next turn. If you don't take Sylvan Library here, or if you don't have a way to deal with it, you're going to fall behind very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the Chrysali Pride Mage or the Ooze is not that big of a deal.
I mean, Pride Mage is going to do something, but like you're not going to like lose the game because he kills your Batter Skull.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So it looks like Blake will probably take the Sylvan. Any reason why he wouldn't take the Sylvan Library?
Really not, because you can force will something no matter what. I mean, I suppose unless he has a main deck disenchant, that's the only thing I could think of,
Okay.
But I would definitely take this. Wow.
Takes the Ooze.
He has to have a force will here then.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you wouldn't really want to force will. Oh, he does have a force will, but you wouldn't really want to force the Ooze because you could just maybe like plow the Ooze or something.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like now you're forcing yourself to use this.
Yeah, I don't really. And he's pitching a Jace.
Jace might not be super good in this scenario, but it's just
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see what he drew? He drew an Engineered Explosives.
Okay.
So it could have been interesting if he let the creature resolve because he had 2 2-drops.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So you probably could have.
Right.
Yeah. This would have been a different game. But anyway, he decides to play a Ponder.
Right.
So his hand is dual. Is that Swords?
No, that's a Lingering Souls.
Oh, it's a Lingering Souls.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I don't know why he was so afraid of the Ooze.
Well, he has a Lingering Souls. It could get removed. I mean, like.
Yeah, sure, but.
Well, I think it's because he was planning to force Soul Sylvan Library, so he wanted to he's like, I'm just gonna get the best creature out of your hand right now,
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of disagree with that play, but we'll see how it works out for him or not.
Right.
All right. So Robert plays a Savannah, and there's a Chrysali Pride Mage.
Yep.
And Dryad Arbiter will attack for 2. So Blake down to 14. Force of Will, Flooded Strands, Thoughtseize. Yep, he's a 14 already.
Wow. That is pretty low so quick.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so he draws Jace.
That could be very good here.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know what he left on top though, because he's still going to need a land.
All right, so Engineer Explosives on 2. I don't know if I agree with this play.
It's not like super terrible because if he plays a Thalia, he's gonna be set back anyways.
Okay.
So I mean, this is actually probably might just be the right play right here.
Okay.
If he plays if he plays Lingering Souls, he's still not gonna be able to do anything. The only way it's like not the right play is if he had like a Scavenging Use / Pride Mage, and he has a Zenith in hand, which he's probably gonna use to go get Knight of the Reliquary. Right now.
Yeah, I think for sure Knight of the Reliquary.
Yeah.
That just seems like the best option.
Yeah, almost always.
All right, so Blake could have fall to 11.
Yeah. Especially since like the way his mana is right now, and he has no mana. Like, if he gets Knight and he doesn't have a Swords, he's just gonna keep wasting him.
Yeah. So all right, so a Cradle produces 2, so he has 3 in his pool. Yep, he untaps. so Knight's pretty much the best thing he could get here.
Oh, like 100%. I mean, he just goes gets Knight, and like, you know, if he just like doesn't have a land there, like even if he does, he needs to top deck Swords. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
You know, and he knows his top card from a Ponder.
Okay.
Which I just don't remember what it was.
Sure. All right. Robert's still thinking here.
He might be thinking of his other options. I mean, like, you know, which is completely reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, but what else can he really do?
Looking at his list, I don't think he can do anything else.
All right. So this is a Green Sun Zenith for 3.
Yeah. So he's going to Knight.
Yeah, he's going to get Knight. That's going to resolve, and Blake's going to be in big trouble here.
Yeah. Unless he draws a Swords, he's in rough shape, in my opinion.
I mean, even if he draws a land, he's in rough shape.
Yeah, he has to draw a Swords.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah.
Or the Terminus.
Oh, oh, no. Okay, he draws a Flooded Strands.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terminus would have been really nice there. Okay, there's a Snapcaster.
Oh.
So he's gonna.
So he's still fine. He can ponder into Swords.
Yeah, he could ponder into Swords.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a white card: Lingering Souls, Island, Intuition. Huh. I think he has to shuffle them away.
He has to.
Yeah. It's just like with that Knight on tapping is, and I mean, look at that Engineer Explosive, how slow it is.
Yeah, I mean, you usually want to try to set up a scenario where you can like 2-for-1 them with it.
Yeah,
and even in this matchup, you can like kill all their 1-drops, Mother Runes and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Or you know, use it and like play it and use it in the same turn.
Right. Yeah.
That's often, you know, the better call.
Yeah.
But now Robert's not going to play any more 2-drops, and if he does have like a better 2-drop than the Solid Pride Mage, he could always, you know, Pride Mage away the Engineer Explosives.
Right. He might like Pride Mage away and like get a Teague in play because he's scared of Jace or something. So like you said, he would do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Now normally, you know, the Esper control deck would never play like a Day Adjustment or Wrath of God type effect game 1.
Pretty normally, some not the Esper version.
Yeah.
But some blue-white decks do.
So the Miracle card could be a huge surprise.
And even worse now, the Engineer Explosives would like have to kill like his Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah.
It's like kind of awkward. Wow, he has a Wasteland in his hands.
Ooh.
That is pretty rough.
Yeah. So I think. Okay, so is he to beat it or? So
he is attacking.
I don't like this play at all.
Yeah.
Why not attack with Consolidate Pride Mage and then use the Knight for, you know?
He's at 11. Let's see.
I mean, couldn't he just search up another Wasteland and just destroy him?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would do that. What you said is search up another Wasteland.
Yeah.
And keep him off like Jace mana or Elspeth mana. Elspeth could actually be like, oh wow.
There's a Sylvan Library.
So he said go. Oh wow.
Huh, that doesn't make any sense. Now Blake could, you know, blow the... Right?
He could, yeah. How big's the Knight's a 4/4?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not even. It's a 3/3. It had Exalted.
I think did Blake draw a plow? Yo, he drew a plow.
God, he drew a plow.
Wow, like Robert.
This game is gonna be swung so much.
I mean, Robert had this game locked up pretty much.
Yeah. This wow. That is like the biggest swing. I didn't think Robert was ever losing this game.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is just insane. And he still has a Lingering Souls in his hand, so he actually has pressure. Yeah.
Robert's deck is going to have a decent amount of top decks, but he's going to have to get lucky.
Yeah, so Blake's going to go fetch up a Scrubland here. And, yeah, wow. All right, so probably a misstep or two from Robert here. And a lucky draw from Blake, and all of a sudden the you know, ties are reversed here.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, Robert's in that position. because he didn't, get the wasteland.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Blake would have just been pinned down so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, attacking with Knight or attacking with Solid Pride Mage was just pretty much the same exact thing.
Right, it's like -1 damage, but
yeah.
And so he's gonna have to do this.
All right, so yeah, he doesn't want to sack the. All right, so he's gonna draw from the canopy. Drew a spell. Oh, Gaddock Teague. Wow.
Wow, that is very important right now.
All right, and he should swing in with the Dryad Arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
So Blake falls to 5. Now.
Because he can deal with Lingering Souls. Like, Lingering Souls are going to have to stay back for a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly, yeah.
But a Jace would have put the game out of reach.
Yeah, definitely. So now Blake wants to find another Swords to Plowshare or like a Jitte and suit up one of the...
Yeah, I mean, I said... he's been dealing in click.
Click.
Oh, and he drew a green Zenith. That is so clutch.
Wow, this is insane.
You just got to take it, yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Sometimes I hate taking a card from Delian Click because you know what they have.
You have to do it,
Yeah, but you have to do it, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully he just doesn't top deck.
All right, so he'll draw a new card.
Oh my god, did he just
I
draw
don't know.
another Zenith?
No, I think it's a Hierarch.
It's either Zenith or Hierarch.
Yeah, it's such a sweat.
It's a
Hierarch.
Hierarch. That's still fine because he gets to attack with 2 Dryad Arbor now.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Zenith would be better, but
All right, I mean, Blake's gonna have to trade here.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he has to.
If you don't trade, you can play Lingering Souls and double block, and then have your Vendilion Click to keep the Gaddock Teague at bay, though. Where Gaddock Teague can keep swinging freely.
Yeah, no.
So it's really, it's a judgment call.
Yeah, personally, I would block there. I like that block.
Does he have a Wasteland in his deck?
He does not have any Wasteland. Yeah. His one special land besides the duels is a Creeping Tar Pit.
That's pretty sweet. Wow, he just drew a Force Will, just a brick.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, normally drawing a Force here would be okay just in case Robert top decks something.
Right.
But because of the Gaddock Teague, Blake can't even cast it.
Right.
Alright, there's a Lingering Souls. And Robert draws for the turn. And he's going to bash in for 3.
I think I might go to 2 here.
Yeah, I actually think like going to 2 is fine. You know your opponent's playing Maverick. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would go to 2.
I think I'd go to 2, but the reason I'm saying go to 2 is so you can next turn try to play around Swords to Plowshares.
Yeah, exactly.
And just block with your whole team.
Yeah. Put
we drew
4
another
blockers.
Lingering Souls.
All right, well that's pretty good.
But I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I would brainstorm here.
I agree.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I agree.
So many people always say hold your brainstorms, but I think definitely playing brainstorm here before doing anything is probably the best play.
Yeah. Just technically wise before doing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't know what you could draw.
Yeah, I mean you want to hit lands.
Yeah.
Okay. So wow, swords.
There you go.
Swords.
And the lands.
This is so sick.
Those are the perfect cards.
Yeah. So he needs to put back a Lingering Souls. Yeah, Lingering Souls and Plow he should put back.
Lingering Souls and Plow. Yeah,
and then he plays Plains, flashes back the Lingering Souls from the yard, leave open Plow.
Yep. And then next turn you can play Jace next turn if you.
Yeah, because you're gonna Plow the Gaddock Teague anyway.
I think I would keep. No, that's okay. So he's gotten rid of both Silverknives, but he assumes he doesn't play 3. So I think you might want to keep both your swords and be able to sword something end of turn and then play Jace.
Well, you're gonna keep all these cards. You're just gonna draw it later.
Well, yeah. I mean, I want to. Oh, actually, he's not gonna have the mana to do it. To be honest, actually, that's because he's gonna flashback Lingering Souls.
All right. So brainstorm resolves.
Yep.
He plows the Gaddock Teague now.
So I'm pretty sure he did what you said.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So he just plowed it now to keep him off the extra mana from the guy's cradle.
Right.
Which is reasonable.
Wow, what an interesting game.
Yeah, it really is. I honestly think Robert had it locked up too.
I do, yeah. And then he just drew the swords, the miracle card.
But I mean, if Robert just made that play differently.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I mean, he really can't be upset that Blake got lucky to draw the Plow.
All right, so he's starting to Fate Seal him and force him to use his fetches.
Yeah. Do you agree with this?
I think I do. I don't think he needs. I don't think he should brainstorm right here.
Okay.
I do like how he looked at it. I'm pretty sure, and there might have been a land on top. I think he looked at it for 5 seconds and then put it back and
kind of did the bluff.
Oh, I don't think he looked to the top either to see what he tried to do.
Yeah, you got to do that. But I mean, if he just decided to brainstorm there, he does have the Force of Will.
Yeah, he doesn't have a blue. I mean,
Well,
he
might
has
have a blue
he has to
card,
draw
yeah.
a blue card.
Yeah.
Well, he knows one of his top cards, so he has to draw blue in the next 2,
Okay.
which isn't like too unreasonable to ask for either.
Sure.
Oh, and he just said go. So now he's definitely going to start Fate Sealing.
Yeah, just kind of lock it up.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, Fate Sealing is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to win the game no matter what way he plays it, whether he Fate Seals or starts playing Lingering Souls and Brainstorming.
Yeah.
So
So you think he's just going to win with the ultimating the Jace?
yeah, at this point, he's probably going to win now. He did just put it on bottom, though.
Sure. Huh. I guess, like, why not play your Lingering Souls here?
Yeah, I mean, you have no reason not to. You
Yeah.
still have Swords of Plowshares mana up.
I mean, you could actually, like, swing in if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think swinging's fine. I mean,
Not too much you're worried about.
yeah.
Maybe, like, the...
He just wants to play this game really safe, you know, like,
Yeah.
doesn't want to lose in any way possible.
Yeah, maybe play around, like, Script Ranger and some
Right.
Elspeth nonsense or something. Yeah.
Something just absurd you're not even thinking of right now.
Yeah. Like a balance or something.
Played a balance and the judge didn't notice.
Yeah. What format is balance legal in? Just Vintage?
Yeah, just Vintage.
Yeah. Is it good in Vintage?
I'm pretty sure Vintage is just like whatever you can do the most broken thing.
Sure.
You know, so like just people play blue decks.
All right.
Or they play decks that can't, you know, like stacks and stuff like that.
Yeah. Not even Magic. It's like a different game. So Robert drew a Quasali Pride Mage, but Blake ended up just casting Swords of Plowshare on it.
Yeah.
So I guess he's just gonna stick to the Fate Seal plan.
He's just gonna sit to the Fate Seal plan.
Yeah.
He did draw another Lingering Souls, so I think it's like no matter what plan he chooses,
Yeah, no, yeah,
he's just gonna win. No matter. He's like, I'm gonna beat you this way, and I'm also gonna beat you this way. Yeah. It's up to you. Oh no, sorry, it's a
Stoneforge.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's gonna play Stoneforge and flashback Lingering Souls.
Do you think there's any argument for Robert just to scoop here, just for time issues, or do you think like Maverick is favored when the games are going long and there's not much time on the clock?
No, I think you have a good point. Just because, like, your game 2 is going to be even more attrition-y because you're going to be trying to set up blocks with choke and stuff.
Yes.
Because like the best time to play choke is when they try to do something like a Jace or Elspeth and then you choke them out. So I think that is a good point.
Okay.
But you know obviously if you go to game 3 with 10 minutes left, like it favors you.
Yeah. All right. So Robert draws his top card. And also something really interesting that I noticed, that people draw their cards different when they have Miracle in their deck.
Yeah.
Lockman boarded into Miracle, and from game 1 to game 2, I actually told Jake that he was drawing differently.
Yeah.
And then Lockman asked me afterwards, was like, yeah, and he didn't believe me. He's like, nah, you're just saying that. I was like, nah, dude, like, watch the coverage, you know?
See, I've always thought about something like on a leveling way, like playing against a good player and trying to do that in like limited, and see if like they try to play around cards like maybe like Terminus or Bonfire when you don't have it. But I know what you're saying, like people draw it very slowly. Like my last opponent was doing that. He might have had Terminus, maybe even like Temporal Mastery.
Yeah. So all right. So what sideboarding do you think they're gonna do?
All right. So
first, what is Robert going to bring in?
Robert's obviously going to bring in the choke. He's going to bring in the Tower of Magistrate. I would bring in the Sword of Light and Shadow, just because it deals with all the creatures.
And it deals with the Lingering Souls.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna like be able to break through Lingering Souls if you have Mother Runes. He has to bring in Light and Tutors.
The Crows and Grip.
See, like you can and cannot bring them in. Like obviously they deal with the artifacts, but like those aren't that big of a deal if like you have cards like Tower Magistrate, Mother Ruins, Quasali Pride Mage.
Okay.
And like it's also the same thing with like Surgical can be good. But like you don't have to bring it in. He'll probably bring it in though because he's got Lingering Souls.
Yeah.
Even though Lingering Souls isn't like a huge threat.
Sure. That kind of makes sense. All right. I think for Blake, Blake wants to bring in the Zealous Persecution.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants to bring in the Dark Blast. I think he wants to bring in 2 Perish.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he wants to bring in the Sword and Feast and Famine.
Okay. He's also going to bring in the Disenchant. Disenchant is very good against this deck.
Both Disenchants?
Yeah, like they have all their artifacts. They have Sylvan Library. They have Choke.
Yeah.
Like if you can't get locked under a Choke, or the game just ends.
Sure. Yeah.
And does he have a Vindicate?
No, he does not.
So he doesn't have a Vindicate, and he has 1 Engineer Explosives. So like if he lands a Choke at a really good time, like the game will just end.
Yeah, it could just be game over.
And like so the way this mana base is, he has 2 Plains of Swamp, a creeping tar pit.
He has a scrub land. Yeah, and that's it. So he has like 5 ways to kind of get out of it.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
And the good thing about having a Enlightened Tutor here is he can't just get like his choke Thoughtseize or Inquisitions. He can set up an Enlightened Tutor and like be like, oh, it's coming, I know, but you know, like it's still like you're gonna get to resolve a choke.
Exactly.
So
yeah. So looking back, you think that Robert probably should have been up 1-0?
Yeah, I think Robert should be up 1-0, but I don't think he thought about. I think when he played the Sylvan Library, he did the like when he was picking them up, he's like, oh yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
You know, like he thought. I think in his mind he just thought the creatures were to die. But like, yeah, that's a common misconception between that card. I mean, like, especially with like Planeswalkers being made, people like blow up Deed, and then like you're like, oh, your Jace is dead. You're like, not exactly, or something. You know, like.
Yeah, I mean, and between Ratchet Bomb, Powder Keg, Engineer Explosives, Pernicious Deed, they're all kind of. Yesterday on camera, we saw a player go Ratchet Bomb. The opponent picks up the Ratchet Bomb, reads it, shrugs, and attacks with his Nexus. And then the controller of the Ratchet Bomb immediately blows the bomb.
Was he trying to level it?
Exactly. We couldn't figure this out.
Oh my gosh.
The whole game was a complete level. It went turn 2 Ratchet Bomb.
Okay.
Opponent goes turn 3 Huntmaster.
Okay, yep.
Guy with the Ratchet Bomb plays third land and does main phase Forbidden Alchemy.
What?
When he should have obviously passed, and then okay, so now the opponent plays his 5th mana source, and he thinks for a while, and he could play a spell, but instead he wants to flip his Huntmaster.
Oh my gosh!
So now the Huntmaster's flipped. Now a person with the Ratchet Bomb sees a 4/4 Huntmaster and a 2/2 Wolf, and says, you know what, I have to get rid of those. Plays Day of Judgment. Those were the and it's just people get cards confused. Just
That is,
so it happens, and everybody makes some misplays every now and then. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean.
But it does show you that Standard is not just Jace I win. It's a lot of skill involved.
Right.
If you're making misplays, it could cost you the game now.
Yeah. I can agree. I've heard I'm not very good at playing Delver, but I've heard the Delver Mirror match is like the new version of Cobblade Mirror.
Okay.
So which Cobblade Mirror, if you ever played it, was like really, really skill intensive.
Sure.
So
yeah.
There's obviously variance involved. Like if you just play a Delver and blind flip it, you're gonna be ahead. But really important things can resolve, and you can just get ahead.
Yeah. So actually, my two friends, Mike Del Vecchio and Bobby Peacock, they actually love the Delver Mirror match. And they just play Delver Mirror match because they both go to PTQs and they both want to play Delver. Yeah. And they're like, oh, well, we should test versus this deck. And I'm like, no, I'm playing Delver because I want practice. And the other guy's like, I'm playing Delver because I want practice. So that's all they do is play Delver Mirror match. It's like insane. I mean, they're more of casual players. They focus more on poker and stuff.
Yeah, I know Bobby. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just kind of cool and interesting that.
What is that?
It's a Mother of Runes. It's a huge glare.
It looked like a Gideon Lawkeeper.
All right, so Robert has down the Mother of Ruins, and Blake just has a Creeping Tar Pit.
Robert's hand looks very good.
Yeah, it does.
He can land a Sylvan Library right here.
Yeah, and that's what he wants. He just wants to gain this card advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, having a Qasali Pride Mage is cool and all, but...
No, I mean, you want to, surprise them, because it's going to change what they get with Stoneforge Mystic.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. And, Sylvan, if he didn't... I mean, that's not going to say he doesn't force a Mother always. I think I'd try to just play Sylvan here.
Yeah, I'll play Sylvan as well.
Yeah. Oh, he's a Thalia. Sorry. Actually, I actually don't mind the Thalia play here.
Oh, okay.
Because now, if he taps out for Stoneforge, he can play Sylvan without
worrying about Force Will.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And the way his hand is, I mean, even though it hurts the Enlightened Tutor plan, it won't affect it too much.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. So next turn, the Sylvan's going to cost him 3 mana.
The Sylvan is going to cost him 3 mana.
Yeah.
But
I mean, not it's like
it's for a really good purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to resolve this card with just perfectly, and this card is very good.
Now, does Esper Control deck ever take other Force Wills versus Maverick or no?
A lot of people did, and Martel didn't against me, and he's right. And I think I saw Force Will in his hand.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's right to keep him in because they have cards that just resolve, and you lose if they resolve.
Yeah.
You just get very far behind.
Yeah, like Elspeth or something like that.
Right. Actually, sorry, he doesn't have a Force Will. That was a Brainstorm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if he had a Force, I think he might have forced the Thalia last turn.
Yeah, he could have forced a Thalia. I mean, it's really tough thinking of what you should force and what you shouldn't force. But yeah, oh, that is sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is sweet.
Yeah. All right, there's Sylvan Library.
You know, he could have played a Pride Mage and a Library. I didn't even notice that with the Library.
I was just looking at his hand.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you saw my face, but
that would have been pretty sweet.
Yeah, because the Cradle would have produced an additional mana.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up until now, I haven't like really seen Cradle do something like really sweet like that, and that would have been like the one time.
Yeah.
But now he's got a very important card in play, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking really good for Robert.
Yeah.
Pretty much Robert just wants... I mean, Robert could you know, pay maybe like 8-12 life if he wants to. He has to be careful. But if he needs the cards, I mean, he's in the driver's seat right now.
Right. I mean, it's always awkward, too, when you hit bricks. Because you have to like pay life to make it so your libraries are fresh.
Exactly, yeah.
But there's a lot of good cards you can draw right here.
All right, so Blake just does nothing there. I mean, most likely play is that Blake's going to try to, you know, put that Jitte into play on the end step.
Yeah, I think so. And
Thalia comes crashing in for... I'm kind of surprised he didn't play Kusali Pride Mage.
I mean, in all honesty, he could be trying to like save it and force him to put an artifact into play and like try to, even though it would make him curve out better.
But I mean, what is he worried about? Double plow? I mean, one plow.
It's not that he's worried about anything. He wants to make him play like a different artifact first. You know, I mean, I think I might have played the Pride Mage just to make myself have better mana and curve out. But
okay,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. All right, he has to pay 2. I often wonder how people forget so often with Thalia. Like
all the time.
It's just all the time. It's like all these people are just honest players and they just purely forget.
I mean, I hope they're honest.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think.
And
it's just amazing. I can only imagine, like, you know, with like their girlfriend forgetting Valentine's Day or their birthday, you know, whatnot.
Or their birthday.
Yeah.
Now he has to be playing this for 1 right now. Well, there we go.
Okay.
He decided.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. See, he forgot himself.
Yeah. The whole tapping of mana issue and untapping is, you know, I don't know if the rules are 100% clearly defined, because we saw some people just tap mana for no reason because they thought they were going to play a spell.
Right.
And they pass a turn and they look down and mana's tapped and then they just like untap it. You know, and it's just.
I mean, I try to take these Star City tournaments very casual, just like not try to be super cutthroat. So I wouldn't mind taking that back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, $10,000 on the line each tournament, you know. Invitational. I mean,
yeah, you know,
well, for everybody, Dan is just a casual guy in general. You know, so
I just try not to be a jerk, you know.
I think the only time I ever saw Dan take any match serious was when you were playing for top 8 in Hawaii a couple months ago.
I was in the zone, dude. I felt really like serious.
Yeah. I mean, even when you were doing like extremely well in the tournament, you were still like kind of like goofing off. It wasn't until like the last match.
Yeah, I was like
serious. Yeah.
Paul was like a very good player, but yeah.
So all right, so Blake's gonna try to finish up resolving this massive brainstorm.
Yeah.
It's always insane when you see somebody brainstorm, they have like 9 cards in their hand.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
But this is where like Thalia starts to make like cards like Lingering Souls very awkward.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Greenstone's Zenith resolves.
All right, scavenging is.
And you know, I always tend to look at the clock because I always feel these legacy games are just take more and more time.
Yeah, I mean, when you play a card as good as Brainstorm, you know, like you're playing, like, in my opinion, the best card in the format. You really need to think about everything, you know.
Yeah. All right. So Robert's board is Ooze, Thalia, Mother of Ruins, Sylvan Library. Now
his board position's amazing right now.
Yeah. Now a draw might not be terrible for these guys, because 7-1-1 will get in, but you know, there's always a chance 7-2 might get in, especially at a tournament where you're just right over the border of 9 rounds.
Yeah, that's very true. That does happen sometimes. I mean, it's a little early to tell right now, but you are right.
Yeah.
So Blake's game looks pretty awkward right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Lingering Souls is a Force of Will, correct?
No, I think that might just be another Brainstorm.
That's another Brainstorm?
Yeah, it's tough. You know, no, it's a counter spell.
It's a counter? No.
No, it's a Brainstorm.
Is it a Brainstorm? Okay. A lot of these cards look so similar, and it's so difficult when they have like the Friday Night Magic promo or the Game Day promo. You're just like, what card is that?
It's like every card we see. It's a bird. It's a plane.
All right, so there's a Medallion click, and I think Robert's going to, play this Enlightened Tutor here. What do you think?
He may, but I also think he's so far ahead that it probably doesn't
really matter.
And I think he just forgot to pay the man. They're honest players. I know they are, for sure.
Oh, wow. Okay, actually, they're not 6-1.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, so for the record, they're 5-1-1 and 5-0-2. So they both need to go win-win, so a draw
So they
is
can't
terrible.
draw. They can't draw.
A draw will knock both of them out,
Yeah.
essentially. So they should probably pick up their pace of the play. Probably just about 20-something minutes left.
Yeah, probably around 25.
19.
20,
Wow,
there's 19?
19. Only 19.
All right.
The time's been flying with you, Dan. That's been fun.
Oh my gosh. 19 minutes?
Yeah, 19 minutes. All right, there's a choke.
All right, so he's got the choke.
Yeah.
And his hand's still very good.
Yeah, it is.
Script Ranger would have been nice to set up some tricks with mother runs.
Yeah. I mean, he could have responded and played Script Ranger if he wanted to.
Yeah, but I mean, now he can't let him draw a card, or he just draws the choke and blows him out.
Yeah.
And awkwardly enough, he kept open Creeping Tar Pit, which would have been the one land that could untap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I like your thinking.
When you play a deck like Esper, you have to play very tight.
Yeah, it's true. I feel beatdown decks are sometimes more forgiving.
A deck like Green White, where the cards are so good, I'd have to agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, especially in a matchup like this, where the cards are even better, like a card like Sylvan Library is at max value.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't have to worry about lightning bolts or chain lightnings coming to your head or anything.
Right.
All right, so Blake draws first turn. There's a plow.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be good if a mother wasn't in play.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, it's got mother. I couldn't tell if he took anything into it. Like, he didn't. Otherwise, the choke would be in play. So, like he even has the Script Ranger to keep everything, locked up. So
exactly. Like, honestly, I see this going, like, another 8-9 minutes. And then it's gonna be like 7-8 minutes for them to play game 3.
Yeah, and then like Robert might be ahead with like creatures, and he could be stabilizing, and like they might need to figure out a way, because like they can't just both take a draw.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, any player could concede to another player, but you can't use any form of randomization, or you can't offer anything to your opponent to concede.
Right, exactly.
So,
But someone may show some class and just concede if it comes down to that.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't count Blake out yet. I mean, he could have just something that just like wins in the game, or he might make this game go long enough where he just wins on time.
Yeah, and the other thing is that Robert might not want to concede, even though he might be dead on board, because he's 5-0-2. So he might think, hey, 6-0-3.
I've got a shot.
I got a shot, because 6-0-3 is normally the best 7-2 tiebreaker.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh no, he has a Script Ranger in hand.
Yeah.
Right.
And here comes Script Ranger.
I thought for a second he was gonna push through. Like I really did.
No, I mean, I'm just surprised that he made this play with the Jitte. He knew Robert had Script Ranger.
Yeah.
Did he forget it? Did he think he could like plow for 1 mana?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, I guess not.
Know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just. I mean, last ditch. I mean, maybe just been a last ditch effort. Hope you just don't see the play.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So, Robert.
Wow, and now he even makes this guy bigger.
Yeah.
Wow, that's.
All right. So Ooze goes up to 3-3. And
nice.
Time's still ticking. I mean, if I was Robert, I think Robert's picking up his play.
You might even just want to skip the library trigger here and just save 10 seconds.
Yeah, just draw. I mean, it's so unlikely for Blake to come out of this.
Yeah, it is. It is very, very unlikely.
Maybe with the one Terminus.
And now the choke comes down. Oh my gosh, the Terminus would be insane.
It would, right?
The Terminus would be ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, choke's not that devastating. I mean, it's terrible, but at least he has a Plains and a Creeping Tar Pit, so he has something.
Yeah, that is true, but just keeping off two lands with a Thalia in play, it's pretty large.
Yeah, it really is. All right, so he's swinging in for 6.
Yeah, 6 damage. Put him to 6 life.
Yeah, so Blake just has 1 turn to draw this Terminus.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a very insane play.
Yeah, Pride Mage just takes out the Jitte just to, take it out pretty much.
I wouldn't even, I don't think I'd do that.
Taps, but...
Oh my gosh, he's looking at it real slow.
Oh, man, you made me get excited, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Can he survive one more turn or no? Wait, that Stoneforge is untapped.
Okay. All right, Gerard. I got the play for you.
What, you got it? What is it?
No, I don't have the play for you. I just messed it up again.
Oh, yeah.
I had it for a second.
Yeah.
I thought he could brainstorm and hit the Terminus and do it on his turn, but that wouldn't work.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough mana.
No, he doesn't. Thalia's just doing work.
So what's coming down here?
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Wait. He could hit the land.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be able to do it because it has to be drawn first.
Yeah, all right. So,
So he just concedes.
all right. Just about 14 minutes or so. It's close. Yeah.
I guess that's why these guys drew. Maybe just play slow. I don't know.
I mean, Maverick's usually not really a slow deck. I
He's
played
5-0-2. Wow.
Yeah, I played against you a couple of. Yeah, and you were playing Maverick.
I was.
Yeah, that was a good match. Why don't you tell everybody what happened in that match?
You played a card called Funeral Charm in Legacy.
Yeah, Funeral Charm is good. And why don't you tell everybody the board state? What was the board state? What did you have in play?
You want to go down this path, Drew?
All I want to know is what did you? We have about a minute.
I think I had a forest. No, I had a Savannah, a Maze of It, and a Mother Runes.
No, you didn't.
I don't remember.
Your board was Forest Mazavith.
Was that what it was?
Yes.
All right, sure. That's
And
what
what
it
was
was
my
then.
board?
3 lands?
And how many cards did you have in your hand?
You say 0? I mean, I could a 0.
All right, so this just shows you, how some people could just top deck like a champ. Dan Jordan had a Forest and a Mazavith in play, and I had like do land with a hero in my hand. And
Hero of what, Gerard? Hero
Hero.
of what? In Legacy. All right.
yeah, and Dan managed to beat me this game, and I was at like 10 life. It was like 10-20, and I was like, I got this, But Dan had some good draws, and I mean, it was all good and fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good and fun. It was good and fun. I remember it perfectly, Gerard.
Did you do well at the last invitational or no?
I top 32, but
Okay.
$500, and I didn't have to have that good of a record. I don't know if they're gonna revamp the round structure though, because like
No, I like that.
you like 16 rounds.
Yeah,
I just
I
felt
yeah.
like it was so long.
No, well, I mean, people, try really hard
Right.
to qualify for this invitational. It's a very important event. First place $15,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. So why play only 10, 11, 12 rounds? You get mana screwed twice. You're at a top 8 contention, for example.
Right, yeah. I mean, I was just saying, like, I wouldn't mind the old 14 round structure. That's all I was saying. Like, nothing like 10 rounds or 11 rounds. But I was just very tired. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, nothing like it's like. I don't care if they make it 20 rounds if they're giving out $75,000.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make it more rounds. It's fine with me, But I am definitely excited for it, and they're doing like a West Coast one. I haven't been to California in a while, so
Yeah.
I'll be pretty happy to do that.
So we have Indy in June,
Yep.
and then we have Atlanta, and then we have Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'll be at all of those.
So it's 4 a year. So I
Yeah.
mean, coming to these Star City Opens are it's not only you're winning $2,400 and the trophy,
Yeah.
you're also winning the invite to play in this huge
Right.
championship.
Which,
And you have the Players Club,
Yeah, it always confuses me why like so few people show up. Like the last one had 150 people, and there's a ton of more than that queued. You know what I mean? Like
for the actual invitational.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like the value's really, really good.
Yeah. I mean, for the Opens, yesterday we got 400 players.
Yeah. I mean,
Sometimes in DC we get like 600. Baltimore DC area. So
yeah, that is true. Northeast gets a lot of people. It's a little shocking. Oh,
Yeah.
they're underway.
All right. Wow. Already. All right. So just about 11 minutes on the clock. We have Blake Malta 5.
Did he really?
Yeah, right there. Blake Malta 5.
Oh my gosh.
I see a stone.
Wow.
Wow.
Does he not have another land in hand?
I think he kept the one land, Stoneforge, like Source to Plowshare.
I mean, he has to keep this
Of
hand.
course, yeah. You Malta 5. What do you want the kid to do?
Oh my gosh, he built boats. Oh. No, he doesn't have it.
Oh! This is gonna be. Oh man! All right, so Blake mulls to 5, keeps Island and 4 white cards.
This can do it. This can do
Yeah,
it.
it definitely could.
Oh, thank God he ripped the planes. It makes it exciting.
Yeah, it really does. I don't know how good Robert's hand is. I mean, we see him have a Dryad Arbiter and a Savannah in play, but
I think he has a Cradle and a Knight in his hand. So if Blake rips another white source, like he can be in really good shape.
I mean, Blake has Plow in his hand.
Yeah, but if he rips a white source, you go Plow, put the artifact in play. Oh no, yeah, he does have the Cradle.
All right, so there's a Cradle. I know. All right, so let's see. So right now the Cradle's producing 1.
Yep.
So he's just gonna bust out a.
Yep. I like it.
All right, there's Night of the Reliquary. And
Ooh, a Brainstorm.
Brainstorm, wow. And he immediately plows a Knight. I think I would just main phase Brainstorm.
Okay.
Do you like this to try to hit lands?
I don't.
You don't?
I think if because you're gonna if you hit. Yep. I like it. I like to wait the extra turn or not even use it because you're not gonna do anything with this extra land right now.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, it's just too greedy to try to hit a sack land.
Well, just like you don't need the third land right now to do anything, so you're getting more value when you wait.
Okay. Yeah. That's totally fair. All right. There's a Scavenging Ooze. We'll tap the Dryer Arbiter. And what else does he have here?
Is that a Galaxy? Oh, he's gonna play another Scavenging Ooze.
Okay, so double Scavenging Ooze. Oh, end of turn Brainstorm.
I mean, people play their Brainstorms very differently, you know.
I mean, if he's gonna end of turn, why wouldn't he just main phase so he could have played that land?
I don't know.
Did he only draw 2?
No, he drew 3. He drew 3.
Okay.
I watched him. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I mean, Blake's Multi 5 is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a Zealous Persecution.
that doesn't have a lot of value right now, but
Yeah.
normally it's actually very good in this
Yeah,
matchup.
definitely. Yeah. I mean, all it's really gonna do right now is take out that Dryad Arbiter.
Yeah, like, and you have to wait till a position where you kill Mother Ruins, which
Yeah.
is a very important card to kill.
All right, so I think Blake has a Lingering Souls as well in his hand.
Lingering Souls, Disenchant, Zealous Persecution,
Jitte.
and a Jitte, and I'm almost sure there's a Jace the Mind Sculptor on top.
Yeah. I think it is as well.
This is definitely an awkward position to be in.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if he didn't multiply, I mean, if he had like one extra card,
Maybe the game's different.
yeah. But multi 5 is kind of tough. All right, so Cradle's gonna produce 3. There's a Green Sun Zenith for 2. What is he gonna go fetch up?
Probably Kasali Prime Mage.
Okay, to handle that Jitte.
I mean, just probably might just be just a have. I mean, at this point, he's just playing a bunch of bear. Oop, almost got to.
By mistake.
Because he has a Tegan hand, which is kind of funny. Because it's like,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, I almost got the wrong one.
Yeah. So is Robert just down to 1 card in hand?
Yeah. Maybe more. I'm not sure. I can't tell.
Yeah, I think he only has 1 or 2 cards left in hand. 2 cards. Okay.
Okay.
So there's a Gaddock Teague. Alright, so can Blake I mean, again, I'm not even kidding. It's just a Terminus. He's gonna need to get that Terminus so bad.
Oh my gosh! Don't you love how he's drawing too?
Yeah.
Because it's in here.
Yeah. Alright, so Lingering Souls gets cast. Those are the new Star City Spirit tokens.
Actually, pretty sweet.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I should try to get some. Alright, so what's Robert to do? Just bash in?
We can't get too reckless because then like, I mean, he doesn't know Blake has Zealous Persecution, which would make his like attack with everyone pretty solid.
Yeah.
But I just noticed something. If he top decks a Perish,
Ooh, yeah, Parrot.
I did not even think of that.
Yeah.
If he top decks a Perish, he is in very good shape.
Alright, so he only swings with 1 of the uses. And he'll pump it to 5/5, I believe.
No, oh yeah, 4.
Only 4?
Yeah.
Okay,
You remove
yeah.
the Lingering Souls. You don't get counters when you remove.
Yeah. Alright. +1/+1 from the Exalted from the Kasai Pride
Yeah,
Mage.
of course. Yeah.
Alright, let's see what Blake has here. Ooh, okay, so Flooded Strands.
Yeah, I think.
Helps
Oh, he
a
can't
little.
play because there's T. Can't play Jace because there's Teague. So.
Yeah, he cannot play Jace.
Ouch.
Huh. What is he gonna do? Time's ticking, but I think they'll be okay. Unless Blake starts making a comeback.
The Zealous Persecution could lead to something pretty dramatic, I think.
Yeah.
Like, he might have to wait another turn, but might lead to something pretty insane. I mean, I just don't know. Like I said, Perish right here is, like,
Awesome.
game-changing.
Yeah, it
you know,
is,
like, Robert goes from, probably ahead right now just to, like, needing to top that.
Yeah. So, and this is game 3, and, some would say that Robert probably would have won game 1, so it's,
That would be, like, pretty insane from Blake's side.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob's in New Jersey?
Oh, yeah. I guess Rob's a New Jersey player, and, I didn't know. All right, so he fetches up Island. What do you think about that?
Like at this point, I don't think it matters much.
No, because I mean, if he gets a swamp and he has to cast something,
well, he can't. He use the Flutter Strand.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're correct. I'm sorry.
Just removes the whole graveyard for kicks.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah, just whatever.
All right, so
In case anything crazy happens.
Yeah, Robert fetches up a Savannah.
And he does have a Horizon Canopy.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about Caracas? You like it?
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, like you can against like Sneak and Show.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. It's very good. Just to have utility lands with Knight of Empires good.
So he draws a Knight. So I think his hand is land, Knight, and a Mystery. So what do you do here? You just block?
Yep.
Just chump? So now he's kind of in like Terminus Parish mode.
I want that Terminus off the top so
Yeah,
bad.
that'd be so sick. The Miracle.
I want it worse than Blake wants it right now.
All right, so he's overextending.
He is not playing around that Parish.
He's not.
This could be really insane if he draws it.
What is it?
He drew another Jace.
Another Jace?
Yeah,
wow.
That's so sick.
So he's down to just pretty much like his last turn, probably.
Oh my gosh. And like he can go Knight Wasteland.
I'm surprised he didn't, put down that Jitte yet.
Yeah.
Maybe force Robert just to use that, threading. Like, I'll put it to my spirit. Okay, you have to lose your Kaswali Pride Mage.
That is true. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, especially at this point in the game, it's just like perish or bust. So you might as well try to buy.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
what do you think?
You may think you could top deck like Swords Plowshares.
Yeah.
And then Swords, and then put in Jit and put him in a really awkward situation when it comes to attacking.
Okay. So people are saying that the Knight of the Reliquary should have been removed from the game for the Swords of Plowshare. It's tough to see off camera, but if that's the case, maybe we should stop the match. I'm not sure. Maybe we could confirm with the judge, because the ooze did deal an extra point of damage. Do you remember this? Because the Knight was plowed on turn 3.
The Knight was.
Do you remember?
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, I did not notice that.
So the Knight was plowed, but instead of removing it from the game, he put it in the graveyard, and then he removed it with the ooze to get a counter. So I wonder if the table judge picked up on that or not.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to do anything though.
Yeah.
Wow. There we go. There's the Zealous Persecution.
Yeah. I think they're gonna pause the game state for a second just to confirm this. Yeah, when they're playing on camera, it seems like you always pick up, that there was some error in the game, something happened that shouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if all the matches are like that, but since we don't watch them all, we can't tell, or if it's just only on camera and people get nervous and stuff.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes just naturally you put it to the graveyard,
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, again, with the Thalia, when they weren't really paying the extra, they had to be reminded. So,
tons of interactions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Terminus can't be cast because of Gaddock still.
Well, good thing you didn't draw it yet.
Yeah, it's only Parish. We're getting too excited.
I want a Miracle to be played. I just really do. Yeah.
Miracle should get around stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean it's I wish they would right now, but
because I mean it's not really a miracle if it doesn't.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
There's always odd interactions like that, though.
All right, just about 3 minutes left. They'll probably get a couple more minutes for time extension.
Yeah, they'll probably get a couple minutes for time extension. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't really know if it's going to matter unless it's a Parish.
I think we're at the point of we might not be, but we're pretty close to Parish or bust right now.
I'm pretty sure it's Parish or bust.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. No.
The sick thing is he can Caracas his own Gaddock here.
Yeah, he could. I don't know if he's going to. Why did that Stoneforge die?
Oh, it chumped a Knight of Reliquary.
Oh, I thought he put Stoneforge in front of Kaswali Pride Mage.
No, he did that. He did a Spirit Token in front of the Gaddock.
Oh yeah, so I'm sorry. Oh, they're not backing up. All right, it's too late. They're saying. So it's going to be perish or bust here. Yeah. Oh, so that's time in the round. So maybe they only have like 1 minute extra time. All right, perish or bust, Dan. Are you excited?
Terminus plus perish or bust. What?
Oh, no. Oh, it's just a flood of strands.
Well, I mean,
is that a brainstorm in the back? Oh, it's
he's got Jace.
Oh,
he can dig. He can dig. One.
2. Oh,
He found perish.
Is it too late?
I don't know what his life total is. I can't tell. He's got 7 damage.
Yeah, I think his life totals weren't updated from last turn because of the confusion.
Well, he played Zealous Persecution, so he couldn't have took that much, and he chumped the knight.
Yeah, but one guy definitely at least got through.
Yeah, but I think it might have only been for like 1 damage.
Really?
Yeah, because the Zealous Persecution, I think only a Scavenging Ooze got through 1 damage, or maybe like a 3 damage.
Yeah.
You know, so I think he's at 8, and I think this is actually live.
So Crystallic Prize Mage is 2.
Oh no, it's not.
Because the Ooze is 3. He has to block the Knight, so that's 5. I mean, if he's at 11, it's live, but if he's at 8, it's not. He's counting and doing some math here. No, all right. So wow, such a close game.
Very close, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty shocking that he still could have topped it. Oh wow, he looks tough.
Yeah, he looks distraught.
Yeah.